So I started watching this today. Wow, this is pretty. It's pretty good so far. But fucking Amazon. Why can't we get goddamn dubs? Why can't we have dubs on fucking Amazon? That shit drives me up the wall. I mean, this show's good enough that I was able to endure all that racket, man. But they got subtitles. But I mean, the only time I had to turn off is when one of the episodes got a little boring. But anyways, this show is pretty gold, man. So the extraordinary Japanese folklore of yokai and otaku gives rise to a strange relationship of love and mystery. Um, okay. Love and mystery is sparked between a lonely college student, Tadashi, who wants nothing more than to find a girlfriend, and Izzy, a yokai girl who accidentally finds herself bonded to him through a magical hex. But the quirky love story takes an unexpected and gripping twist as the true intention of Izzy is to exact revenge on a human family for an incident from over 500 years ago. I would describe this show as weird science meets Scarlet Witch with Shogun. That's the best way I could describe this show. It's so they don't have no pictures on here except for this. So this dude is like a hardcore simp, and he's sitting there giving thousands of dollars to the ethos, and then the one girl, well, he thinks it's the girl, and she messages him, and he starts talking to her, and he's all, "Oh, I bought everything on your Amazon wish list and all this stuff," and then you can't read what the convo says. They have to wait for the subtitles, and then the person is like, "Oh, thank you," and all this, and "You're so awesome," and blah blah. And then he starts thinking about, because there's the button, there's the button to do the video call on the phone, and the video call, he's sitting, he presses it, and he gets nervous, and he's sitting there, and he's thinking, "Oh, I'm gonna get to talk to this chick and all this," and then the I don't know if somebody at this place where they're doing this. So it turns out it's this huge fat dude, and he's got this girl on this that's sitting there like to the side, and she's the one like talking and stuff. I don't know how this guy. The only thing I can think of, it was a VTuber or something, because they don't really show the girl that much what he's talking to. So I'm assuming it was a VTuber. Well, anyways, they answer the call, the video call, and it's this huge fat dude in his underwear. So this guy loses his shit, and then he goes and meets up with his friend, and he's like complaining about he's done with thoughts and all this. And then his friend is like, "Oh, she looks like a yokai or something." And then it's like, "What's a yokai?" And he starts explaining to him about what a yokai is, and you can summon a yokai and all this. So he gives him this book, and he goes through this ritual thing, and he basically summons her, but she don't show up till like a day or two later, and he's at school. And these guys are bullying him, and then this chick comes out of the sky through this portal, and she floats down, and everybody's like, "What the hell's going on?" and all this. And then she's like, "Oh, you summoned me," and all this. And it's like, "What are you talking about?" She goes, "You summoned me 2 days ago with the ritual," and all. And then he figures out that she's this actual yokai thing. So then she is like DTF, like almost as much as the girls at the gym, man. I mean, she is good to go. And he's like this loser simp dude, and he don't know what to do with her. And then she's like, "If you don't bang me here, it was something with the moon or something, like if you don't bang me before a full moon or something, then I'm gonna be sent back to she's gonna be stuck in a portal I think it was called the Nothing World, if I remember. She gets stuck in this other world unless he bangs her. So she keeps trying her best to nail him, and he's like not having it. So then she gets mad and goes after the guy that was bullying him because he's got some party going on. So he gets jealous and he comes down to the party and he's like, okay, okay, I'll bang you and all this. And man, I mean, it's kind of sad that the sex scene, like they just show her on top of him and then he's just sitting there like almost crying, like you don't know what's going on, man. And she's just trying to go to town and everything. And then after that, it turns into this thing about like they have a magical connection now or something. And then one of the guys at the party is like a relative of somebody she needs to kill or something. And then from that point on, it's still somewhat funny, but it kind of reminds me of Highlander. Because then this other samurai dude appears and he randomly fights her. And man, I gotta say, those fight scenes are like, I mean, this is like $300 million action scenes. Like she's fighting this samurai dude on the top of a bus, and then she keeps trying to portal and get away from him, and then he just like figures out, well, she'll go here or there, and then they'll have like another fight. And man, when her and that dude are fighting, man, it is really fucking good fighting, man. I mean, the sword fighting and everything is really, really good. I'm halfway through it. I'm on episodes. How many episodes? Oh, there's 8. I was on episode 7, so there's only one more episode left. I don't know if there's another season of this. Oh, I don't know. I guess I'll find out next. Thursday. I guess I'll find out if there's let's see, years. No, it was only this year. I guess we'll find out on the next one, which I don't want to spoil it because it actually is pretty funny and decent. But the initial premise, man, it was like Asian weird science. That's what it made me think of. They're trying to summon this chick because he got mad because that supposed girl that I'm guessing that was a VTuber because they don't show what he's looking at. So I'm pretty sure it was a VTuber that he was throwing all that money at, and then it turned out it was that fat dude sitting there with that. I don't know if that girl was like underage or what, but she was just sitting there and she's just like, oh, hello, are you ready for session and all this? So she was like doing some side scam or something because I guess that's why they answered. And then the guy figured out, oh, no, that's my donator and all this. And then the guy's just like, oh, I fulfilled your whole Amazon wish list and all this. And the main guy on here, they make him too pathetic. That's the one thing I don't like. Like, I wish this dude had more like self-esteem or something on here, because some of the episodes she totally cucks him, but then you have the funny episodes where he's explaining to her like the cell phone thing. That was hilarious when he was explaining her how to use the cell phone. And then when they had that party and he's like explaining to her like, you can't threaten to kill people at the party or portal them or do anything to them. And I mean, that it's a mix of her cucking him, but then him getting the upper hand like when they're in social situations, because she comes from like, I guess, feudal Japan or China. I don't really know. She says she's 521 years old on this. You know what country is making this? Is it Japanese? Okay, so I guess it's feudal Japan she comes from. Yeah, I guess I'll finish it next week and then do a complete review. But it's pretty good. I just wish I just wish it was dubbed. God, that shit is annoying. Why is Amazon trying to make you pay more to not have commercials, but they can't afford to fucking dub their shit? Come on. All right, thanks for watching. I'll play this before we go for a laugh.
Really focused on making sure we have some of the best entertainment in the galaxy on board. One of which I'm so excited about is this pop star who's known throughout the galaxy for all...
Non-descriptive, just unisex, and I was looking up Latin names. I'm like, this
performer just came out of nowhere. It was incredible. Let's get you back to the launch pod in your home planet.
Sounds great.
All right.
All right, see you next time.
I like to get paid, that's why I work every day. I'll be making money till I'm in my grave. Don't care what they say, I'll buy time with my money. Laughing to the bank cause it's funny. The money keep coming, I manifest it. Sing these lyrics and you'll get it. I'm the bank, come invest it. I get tracked and I have